was a story this weekend, and I'm scratching my heads. My head. I only have one.
Well, technically.
Realize how that sounds now. I'm scratching my head, the one on my shoulders, over this story. This woman out of Indiana, and they said that she died because she drank too much water. Did you guys see this story this weekend?
I saw the headline. I did not dive into it because I went, oh, okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. They said the day she died, she suffered a headache and lightheadedness. And because of the headache and lightheadedness, she started drinking water. And she said, my body's craving water. We've all had this. You know, you had that moment where you're like, I was at IHOP not that long ago, and I got an iced tea, and Courtney got a water. And I leaned over. I was like, God, can I have a sip of this? And she goes, yeah. And I just downed like the entire glass.
There's no better feeling than like when you're extremely thirsty and you just chug an entire water bottle to the face.
But it's all from your body. Like your body is like, give me this. I need this right now. And she says she drank, well, the story says she drank 4 bottles of water in 20 minutes. And if that's like a 16-ounce bottle of water, they said she drank 64 ounces in the span of 20 minutes, and she passed out in her garage, and then they said afterwards that she died of water toxicity. And
there has to be some sort of underlying...
Something's wrong here.
Because we've heard about people essentially drowning themselves.
But they drink a lot.
Yeah, not 4 bottles of water.
Yeah, 64 ounces in that short period of time. I don't feel like that's enough to do it.
She a tiny woman, malnourished?
It doesn't say. It just says that, you know, before this she was fine.
Was it that super pure water that Sean says will kill you?
I don't know if it's that or if it's just that something else was going on here. To me, that has to be it. Hold on, let's get some of the details from Good Morning America because they had a story about this and her family was speaking out about her dying. Something just doesn't add up. 4 bottles of water in 20 minutes. I almost feel like I've done that before.
We are back now with our GMA cover story and a warning about water toxicity after a woman died after drinking too much water.
Music is a little upbeat.
This morning we're hearing from her family and Ariel Russia.
This is a little bumsa for a death story.
It definitely is too upbeat for the content and subject matter.
This screams, I don't know, squirrel water skiing, not really woman dies of drinking water.
I need some help here. Okay, this is really basic stuff, but I realized this weekend that I don't know enough about it. I need like a magic school bus overview here. When you
seatbelts, everyone.
You take if I take this bottle of water I have in the studio and I start drinking it, does that go first into my stomach? Is that the first location?
Yes.
Okay. So when it goes into my stomach, follow me here, okay? And it goes into my stomach and it's hanging out there. If somebody has had gastric bypass surgery, would that make it so less water would be more impactful on them since their stomach is so much smaller? Could that have been something that was responsible for this? Because you only have a fraction of your stomach when you have that gastric bypass, and that's why you're not hungry as much or you're full easier.
But I also feel like if you have something that has already taken up the capacity of your stomach, your body will naturally try to get rid of it by throwing up.
Right.
Like
you would stop drinking.
It's the automatic reaction. So the water we drink, right off the top, Google search, absorbed by the intestines, circulated throughout the body in the form of body fluids such as blood. These perform various functions that keep us alive. They deliver oxygen. So I'm not seeing like, okay, water's journey through the body goes through the esophagus first. Then we have...
so basically what you just said there was it goes into the body and then that would be where it was maybe surrounding your organs and that's how you like drown in yourself.
Right. So it isn't technically digested. It's a crucial element for digestion, when digesting protein consumed with meals. So you could probably digest it. Most of it is absorbed through the bloodstream after it passes through the stomach and into the small intestine.
Okay, so there's the journey.
Stomach first, for sure.
Some of this just doesn't add up, though. 4 bottles of water and this woman died. She got water toxicity. I want to see if the family says anything else that swerves us in another direction.
To you, Rebecca, the family says the mother of 2 was feeling dehydrated, so she did what seemed so logical. She drank a large amount of water, trying to replenish her system, but that ended in tragedy, and now they want everyone to know the signs.
Now, here's the family. She was young, too.
She's 35.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't make any sense to me, man.
She looks young and healthy, and yes, something is not adding up here.
Unless there was like some condition in which doctor would say, don't chug 4 bottles of water. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I know I have definitely chugged at least like 32 ounces of water before. It just very quickly. And if double that would have killed me, I would never have thought that.
I'm done drinking water.
I would not have thought that to be the case.
The family of 35-year-old mother of 2, Ashley Summers, speaking out to warn others after she passed away over the 4th of July weekend from what doctors told them was water intoxication.
At one point during the day, she started getting a bad headache. So she was drinking a lot of water.
All right.
Ashley's brother saying she was spending the holiday at the lake with her family when she started to feel
God, they got kids and everything.
Dehydrated. So she drank the equivalent of 4 16-ounce bottles of water in just 20 minutes. That's the amount doctors say an average adult woman should consume in an entire day.
Yeah, but so what? That's not that bad. In an entire day, you consume that much water. But if you consume it all at one time, how is that little enough to do that much to you?
Like, to kill you. You know, you think if it's
you.
too much for her body, why wasn't she just projectile vomiting water?
And does it have something to do with the fact that before this, she's lightheaded, she's not feeling good, she's got a headache out of nowhere?
There has to be something else involved.
I can't believe that we are all, right now, in this moment, 4 16-ounce water bottles away from dying.
All right, let's see it.
I can't.
Everyone, let's see who dies first.
I was wondering, I've already almost, we're not that far into the show here. I've almost had this entire thing. I don't know how many ounces this is, this big water bottle I have, but I've already drank all of that, and I don't even feel like full of water. There's something going on here that we're not hearing, and I bet it's about that feeling she had before all of this.
She felt dizzy and had this headache. They got home. She walked across the garage to go into the house, and she passed out in the garage.
Water intoxication is a rare but dangerous condition caused by drinking too much water too fast.
And just for the record, we know a little bit about this. There's a couple of bits that you don't do on the radio these days. And
I couldn't actually look this story up without the Google suggesting that we were talking about Hold Your Wii for a Week.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, long time ago, years and years ago, there was a radio show that did a contest when the Nintendo Wii came out. And the contest was hold your Wii for a Wii and like see how long you
I
can
see what they did there.
Not go to the bathroom, and whoever holds it the longest gets a Nintendo Wii. And one of the people who was participating in this died of this same exact issue. But as far as
I
I'm
don't
aware,
think she was the winner. Was she the winner?
no, I don't remember. It was like
Tell me
afterwards.
after she had a medical issue that they still, went
gave her
with the game.
I don't know. I only know that happened. She actually did die. It was a very, very big incident. You don't do those kind of things anymore because there is a risk there. So, yeah, I get it. That's a thing. Somebody's bringing this up in chat right now as well. Christina over on Twitch is. I get that. But I thought in her case it was like gallons and gallons, because this went on for a while as they were doing this contest.
Which upsets the electrolyte balance in the body. It can present with confusion, disorientation, nausea, and vomiting. Doctors say early detection is key.
The general recommendation is, 2 liters of water per day on average per person. And that's throughout the day. But you also don't want to consume more than 1 liter per hour.
Sam over on YouTube says, I still think it's probably because she went too long without water. And that much water all at once was a shock to her system, which could kind of make sense. Like, she's dehydrated, she gets a headache, she's feeling woozy, and then she just slams it all. And it comes on too fast, and she's not able to handle all that at once. But she was 35 years old. She's got 2 little kids.
Ashley's family now trying to turn her sudden and tragic loss into a life-saving lesson.
If she would have spaced out her water consumption, she probably would be alive today.
Damn.
Thinking of that family, and this truly could be life-saving. So again, water intoxication is rare, but doctors say avoid drinking more than a liter per hour. That's about 2 standard 16.9 ounces of water like this one. You want to spread that water intake throughout the day.
Man, I have broken that rule so many times I can't count.
Glad you're not dead, man.
Yeah, I did not know that was that big of a risk. What do you think about this? Let us know now.